This is Kasama Lee. I am so excited that today I have a special guest. This is Kasama Lee, your community realtor. A longtime friend and a preferred business partner in home warranty. To have my special guest today, Miss Lisa Vizza, Assistant Vice President of Fidelity National Home Warranty. Lisa, thank you for being here with me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here.
So cool.
Yes.
Thank you. So I know that because I do this day in, day out, and you just do it multiple times a day. What is a home warranty?
So, just really simply, it's a home warranty protection plan that covers systems and appliances that fail due to normal wear and tear. Systems and appliances meaning systems, electrical system, plumbing systems, and appliances, all of the built-in appliances like the water heater, the heater, the stove, the oven, the microwave, the dishwasher, all the stuff that's kind of built in, automatically covered in the plans. And then of course we have extended plans or add-on coverages for washer, dryer, fridge, well, septic, pool, you name it.
All the things.
Right, all the things.
Okay. And how long is the coverage usually for?
It's bought for 1 year and
Okay.
completely renewable. We have people that have had their warranty for 27, 32 years.
Right, right. We're a loyal customer on our investment property, and the house it was built in 2002, but it has already shown its value multiple times when something breaks down. So
I have one on my house, and I honestly, if I didn't work for this company, they would have non-renewed me a long time ago because I use mine all the time.
Wow.
Like all the time.
You flex your muscle.
I do.
Yes.
And I don't. I just do what it says it'll do. And, being by myself, there's not a lot of stuff I can do on my own.
Right.
I could, and then I'd have bigger problems. So.
Could you say, since you're talking about that, what does it mean when, let's say, an AC doesn't work? They call home warranty. What do they pay, and how does all that work?
So right now, our service fee is $100. So when they call in for any type of claim, they pay the $100 fee. We dispatch out whichever guy we need to dispatch out there. And 98% of the time, that $100 covers whatever we're going to do for them. Unless it's a full HVAC replacement or a water heater replacement, there are some non-covered charges associated with that, but it ends up costing the homeowners like a fraction of what it would cost if you didn't have one.
Just so to clarify, so does $100 get applied to the repair cost, or is that a separate thing?
No, it's just what they pay.
Oh, that's right, because home warranty picks up the rest.
Correct.
If it's covered.
Correct.
So it's just the trade call-in fee.
Trade call fee.
Yeah. Okay, got it. All right. So now, one of the questions that I get a lot is, when is it covered and when is it not? And it comes down to what's pre-existing. Can you talk a little bit about that and maybe give us some examples of what doesn't get covered?
Of course. So that I've been with Fidelity for about 13 years, and that's changed over the years. It grows and it changes because, unfortunately, fraud has ticked up really bad.
Yeah.
So we started back, years and years ago, putting that, for people that are coming in not with a real estate transaction, there's a 30-day wait on claims. If you're
key. That's good to know too.
That's on a non-real estate transaction. So your clients that are getting it, you're getting it for them, or they're getting it during their real estate transaction. It starts immediately. It starts on the day they close escrow. However, we don't cover anything pre-existing, and that has morphed. So currently, right now, the way that works is, if a client calls in, hey, I closed escrow yesterday, and I just went to use my oven and it doesn't work, it's not covered. If it doesn't work for them when they move in, it's not covered.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean you can't. Number one, that's when having a local rep comes in handy, because if you get a call like that, you call me, let me take a look at it. What is it? Is it something that could have happened, probably not within 24 hours, but a few days, right? It could have been working just fine. And here's the thing, and this is what I say to people, is things work until they break.
Right.
So it's kind of on our ownness to find out like what happened. When is the last time it worked? Was there a seller? Did the seller move out literally 2 days before the buyer moved in? So I'm going to start to investigate. I'm going to start to make calls and see if there's something we can do about that. The buyer's going to get told no on the phone. They're probably going to hang up and call their agent. Or if you
then the agent hangs up and calls you.
Correct. Which is what I want. That's
happened. Yes.
It happens all the time. And that's what I want, because I want you to know, and all the realtors to know, that their clients are very important to me. I want them to have my phone number. I want them to reach out to me. So that if there's anything I can do on that, you know, I will. So, but, you know, on the flip side of it, and it's hard to take the emotion out of it when you're in it. But if you kind of look at these things, if you step back from it and you look at it as a business, right? Or more importantly, an insurance company, right? You can't go crash your car and then go get insurance and have them cover it. Right. Same with a home warranty. So everything
That's good analogy.
Right? I mean, and healthcare, right? You can't like get diagnosed with something and then go get healthcare and have them cover it. So it's all those things. And it makes total sense to me on the business side because I'm not emotionally involved in what's going on at the moment. And really at that time, it's not the right time to try to explain that to someone. I just want to fix the problem. If I can, I'm going to fix it. If I can't, I'm going to explain why. And that's the other thing. It's not just having a flat denial, right? Like this isn't covered, goodbye, right? I want to explain why and help them understand the home warranty more. And let's be real. I mean, let's be really real. Nobody reads the contract.
That's right.
Right? The only reason I know what's in that contract is because I have to, right? I have health insurance contracts that I've never read. I have auto insurance contracts I've never read. I have health insurance, you know, whatever. I've got all these contracts. Nobody reads them. But if we can educate the buyers a little bit, like, hey, here's this brochure. Our brochure has every single thing you need to know about the home warranty in the brochure. So if I can just kind of encourage them prior, maybe when they're thinking about it, tell me, let me send them over a brochure. Let me have them look through it and let them ask questions prior. So they have a really good understanding going into it. And they're not kind of
surprised by what's not covered. So I know that, and I don't know what the answer to this is. You know, when somebody moves out and like there's a pause, or maybe the property has been vacant, and even though they had inspections and all the stuff, and it's done, everything's working, they move in, the thing stops working. It could be a dishwasher, it could be whatever. So now the new homeowner, if I represent the buyer, the new homeowner is going, okay, the thing is not working. I'm gonna call Home Warranty. They go through the questionnaire, and Home Warranty's like, well, it's not covered because So then what? Not just I realize every situation is different. But that has happened to a couple of my clients.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't broken before, but it somehow became broken since the new owner takes ownership. How do you deal with that?
I deal with it on a case-by-case basis. I really, really do. I need to get that call. I need to find out. I need to gather some information. I need to find out how long was the house vacant. Because here's the bottom line, and there's no really like finesse way to say this where it doesn't kind of make you kind of go, wow. The warranty isn't put in place to fix things that were already broken or fix things that the seller didn't want to fix. So anything that happens, if that house is vacant for 6 weeks prior to something that happens in that 6 weeks, not on us.
Right.
It's not on us. It's not on the buyer. It's not on the seller. They already left. Right. So it's just life. Right? Something broke. So, but like I said, case by case basis, I look into it. I try to see if I can find a way to get that through. I try to ask more questions. I maybe try to call the listing agent. That kind of thing, right? I maybe will ask if there's a home inspection. Maybe that's going to help me a little bit. Like, hey, I have a home inspection that was done, 3 weeks ago. And now they moved in and this doesn't work. So it literally, there is no black and white on those. It's the gray area. And there's a lot of gray area in home warranty, which is why having a local rep is
key. crucial. I agree. So when the buyer has inspections done, especially the home inspection report, how does that tie to what's covered and all the things? Like, can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, sure. I mean, that's black and white, right? So anything called out on a home inspection is absolutely not covered under the home warranty. So
Right.
you want to address everything that gets called out on that home inspection. You
Right.
want to get addressed, or you want to let the buyer know
Right.
that anything on here that we're not addressing prior to the close of escrow will not be covered under your home warranty.
Okay.
So that's how that works. It also gives the buyer a really good look at the house,
Right.
what's going on,
Right.
what's working, what's not working. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it?
Right.
Right?
I agree.
Can you get a credit back? Like literally
Negotiate before the thing ends.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Right. Okay.
And mostly for the big ticket items, the ones that are really going to impact a buyer that's just now used all their money to buy a house.
Yeah.
And now they're hit with an HVAC replacement.
Yeah. Right.
So I personally suggest that everyone get an HVAC inspection. Not
A what?
home inspection,
Oh,
but a
HVAC
separate
inspection.
HVAC inspection.
Right.
Because, there's times, if you're buying the house in the winter, a home inspector is not able to test your air conditioning.
Right.
Right? An HVAC person can.
Oh, see, I didn't
Right.
know that. Okay.
So, and same with the heat.
Okay.
Right? A home inspector can't test your heater if it's
In the
90
summer.
degrees outside.
Right.
But an HVAC person can.
Mm.
And then there's things that are like, can be pre-existing. So the great thing about having a home inspection is finding things that you're not gonna, like, let's say they move in,
Right.
they're in there for a week,
Right.
and all of a sudden the heater's not working.
Yeah.
We could come in and find out that it's a cracked combustion chamber, and it doesn't matter how long they've had the house, because a cracked combustion chamber is something only an HVAC person is going to see. A home inspector's not going to see it. It's very detailed. It's also very dangerous. So that, we can't put a date on that.
Right.
It
Right.
could be good today and not tomorrow.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's just a good idea to get a home inspection because it really helps the buyers, and it could end up giving me a little bit of ammunition if,
Right.
if I'm going up on a really quickly, 1, 2, 3, 5 day
Yeah.
claim
Yeah.
after the close of escrow.
Okay, this is really helpful. Thank you so much for shining wisdom into this whole maze of home warranty. I tell you, it's one of those things, you don't go to the dentist until you have a cavity and you're in pain. So it's kind of, and like home insurance as well. So, and then people get really confused about home insurance and home warranty. I'm like, oh, I already have home insurance with, and or home warranty with a home insurance company, they would say, and I'll be like, no, that's not the same thing. And I do whatever I can, whether I represent the seller or the buyer, that there's a home warranty piece, because I feel like as a real estate agent, that piece is what keeps the buyer and the seller from trying to find each other and go, oh, the thing ain't working. But when they have home warranty, that's who they go to. And most sellers understand that when it comes in with the offer, unless they just feel like, we just spent $50,000 on the house, we're not going to do homework, we're not going to cover. And then I push it back to the buyer side to either buy the coverage or figure that, like, they need to understand why it's valuable to them.
100%. And there's a few things you can say. There's a few little key phrases you can say when you're dealing with something like that. And, in my opinion, when I teach like new agents, I'm doing new agent trainings, I always say, okay, raise your hand. Who does the home warranty benefit?
Yeah.
And they all raise their hand. They all say the buyer. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. And you're wrong, right? Because not only does it benefit the buyer,
Yep.
it benefits the seller,
Yep.
it benefits the listing agent,
Right.
and it benefits the buyer's agent. Why? Post-sale calls.
Right.
Right? So if you don't have a home warranty in place and something goes out in 3 days, you all are getting a phone call.
Right.
All of you.
Right.
The seller, the listing agent, and even the own buyer's agent, because
Right.
they're upset.
Right.
Right? And
Right,
they
right,
want
right.
someone else to take care of it.
That's right.
Having the home warranty in place sort of takes that away.
Yeah.
So when you get an offer that says seller to pay for a home warranty and they're like, nah, you're like, okay. But if they don't buy it for themselves, if something breaks, not because
Who are you gonna
did
call?
anything wrong,
Right.
not because you knew it was gonna break.
Right.
But I also say this in my trainings, and this isn't an offense to anybody, but I always say in the trainings, 2 weeks in, the dishwasher goes out. That buyer is convinced. They are convinced that you all conspired against them. The seller, the listing agent, the buyer's agent, you all knew that dishwasher was going to break in 2 weeks and you didn't tell them, right? Which is ridiculous because things work until they break.
Right.
But when you're in the heat of it and in the emotion of it, and you're the buyer and you've got this brand new house and you're so excited and the dishwasher doesn't work, you want somebody else to take care of it.
That's right.
And that's where we come in.
Yep. Awesome. So if like somebody who's watching, you know, some of them are my clients, some are people who are looking to buy or sell, what's the best way? Like, let's say if they have questions about home warranty, should they go to the Fidelity 800 number or
just have them call me? I mean, I will tell you, our website, you can download a brochure off of our website.
You have a great website.
By yourself. And that brochure tells you every single thing you need to know.
Right.
It breaks down every item that's covered under the home warranty, under covered, not covered, and limits. It goes over terms and conditions. It goes over limits of liability. Like literally, if you read that thing from front to back, and I do not recommend that because don't do that. But take a look at it. It literally, if you were an attorney and you read that thing, there would be absolutely
everything
no
is
questions.
Explained. Yeah.
Correct.
And you know, as you said earlier, by the nature of humans, they don't.
No.
They don't. Like, I have to go through contracts with our clients and point out the things I need to pay attention to because people don't really read back to. I mean, there's a very special handful of people who do that, but most people don't. And even if they did, they didn't retain it all when the time comes when they actually need to pull that clause out.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that person, but you know, I know that contract pretty much backwards and forwards. So
yeah, I think it's part of your JOB position.
It is. It is. I need that knowledge to be able to do what I do.
Right.
And take care of everyone.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
So if you have any questions about home warranty, I just spent time with the expert here. And I know that she has personally taken care of some of our clients when there were issues that were escalated through the 800 number and even for one of our personal properties. So I appreciate you. I know that you bring a whole other extra quality of service to Fidelity and happy to be in your world.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Since you brought up your rental.
Yes.
You do not have to be buying a house to get a home warranty.
That's right.
You could have owned your house for 10, 25, whatever years.
Right.
And you can still get one.
And that's where you have a 30-day wait.
That one is a little different, correct?
Right.
There is a 30-day wait.
Because it's not part of the transaction.
Because there's nobody looking at anything. Right?
That's right.
They don't come out and inspect.
Right.
But it is available to anyone.
I know that I don't work for you, but I always tell all my clients, my investor clients, I'm like, get a home warranty. It's the first couple of years that you don't want to be surprised by a big item that could just break down, and it's a rental property, so you don't know, how things are being handled because it's not the house that you live in. It has been a lifesaver for many of my clients.
I feel that as well. I
Yeah.
mean, I handle a lot of claims, so I see the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
I do.
And I like that you update me on like what clients have filed a claim, because that also tells me that, the home warranty is being used and who the clients are, and it gives me the opportunity to get in touch with them too.
Well,
so that's awesome.
And then you're like the hero, right?
Yeah.
Because if we've just replaced somebody's HVAC, we're like, without Kasama knowing about these things and putting them into the, at least suggesting them in the contract.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
We appreciate you for sure.
Likewise.
And me personally, I just love you. So.
Oh. Ditto. All right, thank you for watching, and any questions, feel free to just email me at kasama@kasamasales.com. If you want to get in touch with Lisa, I am more than happy to get you connected. Thanks for hanging out with us.